What's up, WrestleScope Nation? Before we dive into today's nuclear bombshell, let me ask you something. Are you tired of WWE keeping us in the dark? Are you sick of backstage politics ruining the careers of our favorite superstars? Because what happened after Survivor Series WarGames 2025 is about to shake the entire wrestling world to its core. Brock Lesnar was spotted meeting with the mystery man backstage, and trust me, when you find out who it is, you're going to lose your mind. And if that wasn't enough, Drew McIntyre just aligned himself with the Vision on SmackDown, and Roman Reigns' reaction? Absolutely unhinged. Hit that like button right now if you're ready for the truth, and drop a comment telling me if you think WWE is making the biggest mistake in history. Let's get into it. Listen closely because WWE doesn't want you to know this. After Survivor Series WarGames ended, while everyone was celebrating or licking their wounds, security cameras caught something explosive. Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate himself, was seen entering a private locker room. But here's where it gets insane. He wasn't alone for long. A hooded figure entered just minutes later. No entrance music, no cameras, no official WWE documentation. This person does not exist in WWE's official records for that night. Let that sink in. For 15 minutes, that door stayed closed. 15 minutes. When Brock finally emerged, his expression wasn't his usual intensity. It was something different, something calculated, something that screamed, "The game just changed." And you want to know the worst part? WWE is trying to scrub this footage from existence. Multiple sources have confirmed that internal memos went out demanding this encounter be kept confidential. But why? What are they hiding? What could possibly be so dangerous that WWE's corporate machine is working overtime to bury this story? I'll tell you what. This mystery man might just be the piece that completes the most devastating puzzle in WWE history. Let's break down what we know. Brock Lesnar has been relatively quiet since his last major program. Sure, he's made sporadic appearances, he's demolished a few superstars, but he hasn't been locked into that earth-shattering storyline we know he's capable of carrying. And that, my friends, has been by design. Sources close to the situation, and I'm talking legitimate sources inside WWE's production team, have revealed that Lesnar has been in negotiations for months about his next major angle. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. Brock doesn't want to be the monster heel anymore. He doesn't want to be the unstoppable force. He wants to be the kingmaker. Think about it. Brock's been at the top of the mountain for 2 decades. He's conquered everyone. He's broken the Undertaker's streak. He's embarrassed John Cena. He's traded wins with Roman Reigns. What's left for a man who's done it all? Legacy, influence, power beyond just championships. That mystery man backstage, here's what I've uncovered through multiple independent sources, and you're not going to believe this. It's heavily rumored to be none other than a former WWE champion who's been sitting on the sidelines plotting his return. Someone who has unfinished business with the Bloodline. Someone who Drew McIntyre just inadvertently set up for the most explosive return in recent WWE history. But I can't confirm the name yet. What I can tell you is that this person's contract situation just changed dramatically and their return was scheduled for early 2026. But after that meeting with Lesnar, plans are accelerating. We could see this mystery superstar as early as the Royal Rumble, and if that happens, everything changes. Now let's pivot to the SmackDown situation that has everyone talking. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior, the man who's been a lone wolf fighting for respect, just joined the Vision. And before you say, oh, it's just another faction, let me explain why this is genius and terrible at the same time. The Vision, for those who need a refresher, is one of SmackDown's most dominant groups. They've been systematically taking out threats, consolidating power, and positioning themselves as the future of WWE. Drew joining them makes strategic sense on paper. He gets backup, he gets legitimacy, he gets a shot at the titles he's been chasing. But here's what WWE isn't telling you. Drew didn't join the Vision out of ambition. He joined out of desperation. Multiple reports from backstage personnel indicate that Drew has been increasingly frustrated with his booking. Despite being one of the most talented performers on the roster, he's been stuck in mid-card purgatory, spinning his wheels while others get the spotlight. The Vision approached him with the proposition he couldn't refuse. Join us, and we'll make sure you never get overlooked again. But joining the Vision means declaring war on the Bloodline. It means putting a target on his back. And most importantly, it means Drew McIntyre just became a chess piece in a much larger game, one that involves Brock Lesnar, that mystery man, and the future of WWE's power structure. And then we have the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. When news of Drew's alliance broke, Roman's response wasn't what anyone expected. There was no bravado, no acknowledge me promo, no typical Bloodline intimidation tactics. Instead, Roman went silent. And in WWE, silence from Roman Reigns is more terrifying than any spear or Superman punch. But behind the scenes, absolute chaos. Sources indicate that Roman immediately called an emergency meeting with Paul Heyman and the rest of the Bloodline. The conversation reportedly lasted over 2 hours, and the intensity was described as volcanic. Roman isn't just concerned about Drew joining the Vision, he's concerned about the timing. Because here's what Roman knows that we're just figuring out. Drew joining the Vision, Lesnar meeting with the Mystery Man, and several other backstage movements all happening within days of each other, that's not coincidence. That's coordination. Someone is orchestrating a coup. Someone is building an army specifically designed to take down the Bloodline once and for all. And Roman Reigns, for possibly the first time in years, looks vulnerable. The tribal chief built his empire on dominance, on family, on an unshakable foundation. But empires fall. Dynasties crumble. And right now, Roman is facing the very real possibility that his reign, his legacy, is about to be challenged in a way he's never experienced. Let's zoom out and look at the massive picture WWE is painting here. You've got Brock Lesnar meeting with the mystery superstar who could shift the entire power dynamic. Drew McIntyre abandoning his lone wolf mentality to join the Vision. Roman Reigns scrambling to protect the Bloodline from multiple threats. The Royal Rumble approaching where alliances will be tested and new stars will emerge. And WrestleMania season on the horizon, which means WWE is setting up their biggest storylines right now. This isn't just about individual feuds anymore. This is about WWE creating a civil war. Multiple factions, multiple agendas, multiple potential WrestleMania main events all colliding at once. And the scary part? We're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. There are more pieces moving behind the scenes that we don't even know about yet. More alliances being formed, more betrayals being planned, more chaos coming. So where does all this lead? Let me give you my expert analysis based on everything I've uncovered. First, that mystery man meeting with Lesnar will be revealed before the Royal Rumble. WWE is building suspense, but they can't hold this secret much longer. The speculation alone is driving engagement through the roof, and they'll want to capitalize on that momentum. Second, Drew McIntyre joining the Vision is going to fracture the group from within. Mark my words, this alliance won't last. Someone in the Vision will feel threatened by Drew's presence, and we'll see internal conflict that ultimately weakens them when they need unity most. And third, Roman Reigns is going to do something desperate. When a cornered animal feels threatened, it lashes out. And Roman is the most dangerous cornered animal in WWE history. Expect betrayals, expect shocking attacks, expect Roman to break every rule in his playbook to maintain control. And finally, all of this is building toward a WrestleMania moment that will be talked about for decades. Whether it's Brock Lesnar's mystery ally revealing themselves in spectacular fashion, Drew turning on the Vision at a critical moment, or Roman finally losing his grip on power, WrestleMania 2026 is shaping up to be legendary. Look, I know this is a lot to process. Brock Lesnar's mysterious meeting, Drew McIntyre's shocking alliance, Roman Reigns' crisis of control, it's all connected and it's all building towards something massive. WWE is playing 4D chess right now and we're watching the board get set up in real time. The question isn't if everything will explode, it's when and who will be left standing when the smoke clears. But here's what I need from you, WrestleScope Nation. I need you to sound off in the comments right now, and you need to give me your thoughts on what is going on. Who do you think Brock Lesnar met with backstage? Drop your theories below. I'm reading every single comment, and the best theory gets featured in our next video. Do you think Drew McIntyre made the right move joining the Vision, or did he just sign his own career death warrant? Let me know. And most importantly, is Roman Reigns' empire about to crumble, or will the tribal chief find a way to survive this storm? The wrestling world is changing before our eyes, and you're either paying attention or you're getting left behind. Don't be the one who misses the biggest story of 2025. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Let's get this video to 10,000 likes to show WWE that we demand answers. Subscribe to WrestleScope and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Because trust me, the next few weeks are going to be insane and you don't want to miss a single second. Drop your comments, share this video with your fellow WWE fans, and let's get this conversation started. The wrestling world needs to know what's really going on behind those corporate curtains. Until next time, WrestleScope Nation, stay vigilant, stay passionate, and remember, the truth always comes out eventually. We'll be here to uncover it together. I'm out. Peace.